just sort of the story of the morning with Aiden signing his contract extension. Your thoughts on that and what you've seen from him this year?
Oh, good for him. Good for him. Good for the club. Good for the player from the academy. Good for the staff from the academy. Good for the institution. So, and good for us because this is why I am here also, because the vision was clear when I had a discussion with the front office, and Aiden, this is the future in terms of his personality, in terms of the way he is as a player also, and like he said, this is only the beginning, and after that we'll see the future with him. But we are really happy. He deserves it.
Maybe a little bit of a random question, but I noticed after the game Saturday you were very specific to say that Mo's assist to Christian was a pass and not a cross. Why was making that distinction important?
It's a good question because I can be specific on that. I don't believe on crosses anymore. Crosses, this is long ball. We put the ball into the box because we don't have the player for that. This is really good players like Benteke, so they can put long ball from the line in front of the box. And what we try to do is to be closer to the box, to be more precise, to make this pass, this assist. And we know also with all this kind of data metrics, we know that we have more chances to make passes like Mo did, to score goals instead of long ball, long cross. We know that in terms of expected goal, this is not how we can maximize our chance to score. So that's why we put a lot of focus on the I try to attack the box, close to the box, get into the box, to be able to pass the ball and to score like a tapping like this. So this is something that we believe on, something that we work a lot, and now it's all about the creativity with all the players inside the box. But we need numbers to score like this. So that's why we have to respect that.
Since you mentioned data and metrics and expected goals and all those sorts of things, how do you sort of philosophically, how do you sort of approach the data, and how, I guess, is your mindset around combining the data with everything else?
For me, my best data is my eyes, and data, this is an addition about the context of the game. So again, there is a lot of data now, and this is good. This is really good because we can be able to be specific about certain things. But at the same time, data without context, this is useless. And but we use data to get the correlation between what we do on the pitch and what we expect. So that's why we use it. And also in the day-to-day, also during the practice, during the game, yes, post-game we use that also.
Wilfried, when Darlington was here a moment ago, he credited you and your staff for the team's comfort in possession, and obviously leading to the surge of goals, especially the last few outings. Can you speak to a little bit of what that message you're trying to impart to the team about comfort with possession? Obviously, when you have the ball, they don't. It's a very simple terms. I'm wondering how you're going about getting that message to your players and now seeing that come into effect on the field.
It's all about common sense. The way I am as a coach, I believe that the position will help us to maximize our chance to win games. because when you have the possession, we can repeat the action during 95th minutes or 90 minutes and plus. You can control the run, you can control the acceleration, the deceleration, you can control the long run, you can control a lot of things. So I'm going to give you an example. For the moment we play with wing backs, I and Y. Sometimes it could be different. To allow these players to repeat the action, we need to possess the ball. If we don't possess the ball, they won't be able to do it. Because the way we defend, we try to defend with the front foot. So we don't defend with 5 players, we defend with 4 players, we defend with 3 players. So there is a lot of up and go back, up and go back, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So this is one of the examples that I can give you that for us, possession is really important. After that, I know that possession doesn't win game, I know that, but for me, possession is a tool. This is not to maximize our chance to win, but I believe that with possession, we can maximize our chance to win. Because for me, this is the way I see football. But again, what I like to do also is to convince and also help my player to recognize if we need to make 1 or 2 passes to attack the box, or if we need to make 35 passes to attack the box. So it's all about trying to recognize the opposition. So we play to unbalance the opposition. So if the opposition is not compact, we don't need a lot of possession. We can attack and we can go. But if they are really compact, we want to use the tool of the possession to disjoint and to manipulate the opposition to go and to attack. And we believe that the more we are good with that, the more we are able also to win the ball back. So because if we attack well, if we have the right position, we can be able to win the ball back as soon as possible. But if we lose the ball all the time, I call it the ping pong game, we are not able to settle, to have the right position, and to attack properly. So everything is connected. That's why possession is a tool to attack, but also it's a tool also to defend. So against DC, we were not good in second half in terms of possession. So we conceded few chances because we didn't recognize the moment to keep the ball, to stay high, to install, to let them run, and gonna find the opening. We rushed for nothing, or we lost the ball for nothing, so they were able to attack and to put crosses and so on and so on. So this is they believe on that because they can see that there is a lot of good things behind that, with the video, with the discussion, and we have the player also for that.
Thank you.
Gerald,
Are you okay?
Cool. Yeah. Coffee went down the wrong pipe. Can you talk about how the communication on the back line has been a key for the defense and helping with some of the clean sheets that Patrick Schulte has gotten over the last 2 games?
Yeah, it's getting better, but this is not enough. In terms of the communication is better, but this is not as concise and precise as I want. So again, we challenge the players to be better on that. And it's not about shouting or yelling, it's all about giving the right information at the right moment. So for me, everyone has to do it. Patrick is a goalkeeper for the moment. As a young player, he has to talk. He has to communicate to the guy in front of him. The rule that we have is the player behind where is the ball should communicate with the guy in front of him to help him. So this is the rule that we have, and that's why now it's getting better. But I don't know if because we had a better communication that we have we had a clean sheet, but this is part of it also. So
Can you talk about how, with you being a great developer of some of the youth, can you talk about how the youth did at the GA Cup, especially with Taha winning the MVP of the tournament?
I'm happy for him. He came with us, and again, this is the way I work with my staff and with the club. When I came here, I asked the front office and the experts for that, who deserve to come with us during the preseason, because I didn't know the young players. And because for me it's really important to have a group, but also to have young players coming in to give them experience. So Taha came, and obviously showed quality, and he saw that also the level was not the same as he used to do. So it was a good experience for him. I think we had 3 or 4 players or 5 players, it depends. But again, this for me, this is really important, and the experience that he had with the GA Cup, this is powerful. I remember when I remember around 70 years old or so in France, we have a kind of a similar event. The name is the Coupe Gambardella, and I was playing U17 against a big club. And for me, until now, I remember this kind of game because it was really good game and really good experience. So this is good for Taha, this is good for the team, this is good for everyone to get this experience. And after that, it's all about consistency on the pitch and to grow.
Last one from me. Can you provide an update on the status of Luis Diaz and Cucho?
Luis, this is slow, because as you know, the back pain is always strange, weird. So, but he's on the pitch doing his exercise and so on. So for the moment, I don't have a timeline, because it can be quick or it can be longer. But this is really the back pain, the spasm and everything. This is really weird, but this is the way it is. Cucho is on track. He does work on the pitch, so repetition about exercise, and he's on time for his comeback. So we'll see.
Coach, you're back at lower.com field this week. How important is the atmosphere that the fans have provided early in the season, especially the way that you guys want to play with attacking while you have the ball and without the ball?
I'm happy because with a lot of humility, they recognize the way we want to play. So I don't know if because we have good results or if I have a bit of sympathy for the fans, but when I do my groceries, they're able to stop me and to tell me that they like the way we play. So I'm happy with that, because obviously we have to win, but like I told you, the winning back is a consequence of what we do on the pitch. So, and I can see and I can feel that they enjoy what we're trying to do, but they were not here when we played against DC. It was not our best game with the ball, but it was our best game without the ball. So, and this is something that I want the fan to recognize that, and they did it already, they've done it already. When we have the ball, they know what they want. They know what we want to do on the pitch, sorry. But also they are able also to recognize when we defend, and the spirit that we had against DC and also the previous game. This is exactly what we want to do also every game, but this is not easy. So the fans are gonna be able to recognize that and to push us. And when we play at home, this is the minimum that we have to do. Effort and be bold first, and after that, the way we want to play, this is doesn't change.
With New England on Saturday, just what sort of challenges do they present for you guys? They've been on quite a good run form.
Good team, good players. As we know, last year was not a good season for them. So automatically, ego behind that. So they want to do better, all the players. So we know that it's going to be a difficult game, like every game. Like I told you, there is no easy game in MLS. So we are preparing something because we still have 3 days left, and it could be an open game. But we're gonna try to be good also defensively because they are really good players offensively, and the way they play also. It's been many years that some players have played together. So yeah, we have to be good with the ball and without the ball, and put doubt on this team to score goals. And but this is a good team, and they know what they want to do. So it's going to be interesting this game.
Last one for me. Aloy's missed the last couple games with that knee injury. If there any update, any progress
It's
there?
the same for the moment.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.